Stop this burial right now. Don't bury her. She's not dead. You're about to bury her alive. The cold wind blew through the cemetery as mourners gathered around the open grave. Clara, a young wife, lay still in her coffin. Just as the pastor raised his hands to commit her body to the earth, a loud voice cut through the silence. Stop this burial right now. Don't bury her. Gasps erupted. Everyone turned and saw a ragged man, his clothes torn, face rough, eyes burning with urgency. It was Henry, a homeless man who had been watching from the side. "Who dares interrupt this funeral?" the pastor demanded. Henry stumbled forward. "She's not dead. You're about to bury her alive." The family roared in anger. "This is madness. Get this crazy man out of here," Clara's uncle shouted. But Henry raised his hands. "Please, just listen. I saw her chest move. She's alive." The mourners murmured, unsure what to believe. The pastor, shaken, looked down at Clara's pale face. He hesitated, then ordered the coffin to be opened again. Suddenly, a faint cough escaped Clara's lips. Her chest rose. She gasped for air. Screams broke out. "Jesus! She's alive!" Chaos followed. Some people ran, others dropped to their knees, weeping. Clara's mother fainted, clutching her chest. The pastor trembled. "A miracle! This is a miracle!" Henry stepped closer, tears filling his eyes. "I told you, she wasn't gone." Clara's eyes fluttered open. What happened?" Her husband, Victor, who had stood silent until now, collapsed to his knees by the coffin. "Clara! Oh my God, Clara!" All eyes turned toward Henry, the homeless man who had just saved her life. Weeks later, the courtroom was tense. Victor was on trial, accused of foul play in Clara's collapse. Henry stood at the witness stand, his old clothes in sharp contrast to the lawyers' polished suits. The prosecutor asked, "Mr. Henry, tell the court what you saw that day." Henry cleared his throat. "I was near the cemetery. Everyone thought she was gone, but I saw her chest move. Nobody believed me, but I couldn't let them bury her alive." Murmurs spread through the courtroom. The defense lawyer sneered. "Why trust a homeless man? You have no home, no status, no proof." Henry lowered his eyes but spoke firmly. "I may not have a house, but I have eyes, and if I hadn't spoken up, Clara would be dead." Clara, sitting nearby, pressed a hand to her chest, tears in her eyes as she looked at Henry, the man who saved her. The judge struck his gavel. "Order! This testimony is vital. Without this man, the truth would have been buried, literally." For the first time in years, Henry didn't feel invisible. After the trial, Clara searched for Henry. She found him under a bridge, scribbling numbers and equations on scraps of paper. "Henry, is that math?" she asked gently. He looked up, startled, then nodded. "I used to be an engineer, but after my wife died, I lost everything. The streets took the rest." Clara's heart ached. She knelt beside him. "You saved me. Let me help you now." Henry shook his head. "I don't need pity." Clara smiled. "It's not pity, it's gratitude. Come work with me. I own a company, and we could use someone like you." Henry's eyes widened, torn between disbelief and hope. Weeks later, Henry sat in a boardroom, hair trimmed, beard shaved, wearing a suit Clara had bought him. Executives whispered, skeptical. The lead manager frowned. "Clara, with all due respect, why is this man here? He isn't qualified." Clara lifted her hand. "Wait, let him speak." Henry stood. His hands trembled, but his voice was steady. He studied the company's design blueprint, then picked up a marker. With bold strokes, he corrected errors that had stumped the team for months. Silence filled the room. The executives leaned forward, stunned. When Henry finished, he stepped back. That's your solution. It'll save you millions." For a moment, no one spoke. Then one executive whispered, "He's right." Another added, "Brilliant." Clara smiled proudly. "I told you, sometimes the people we overlook are the ones holding the answers." Henry sat back down, his chest swelling with pride. For the first time in years, he wasn't just a homeless man. He was respected, valued, and finally, home. At the end, Victor was arrested for attempted murder. It became clear during the investigation that he wasn't innocent. He had played a direct role in Clara's sudden collapse, giving her a substance that slowed her heartbeat and breathing until she appeared lifeless. Clara hadn't fainted by chance. She had fainted because of his actions. Henry's intervention had exposed the truth, saving her from being buried alive and forcing Victor's crime into the open. The courtroom that once doubted a homeless man's voice now echoed with justice. Clara, though heartbroken by her husband's betrayal, found healing not only in survival, but also in the new bond of gratitude and respect she shared with Henry, the man who saw what no one else did.